Welcome to the Canadian Intellectual Property Office's educational video series called Intellectual Property Strategy, the Problem Solver's Guide to Staying Out of Trouble. In these videos, you will learn what an intellectual property strategy is and the steps you can take to develop one for your business. The first step tells you how to identify, assess, and rank your own IP. In the second step, you will learn how and where to find IP owned by others and where to look for professional help. In step 3, we'll discuss how to identify gaps in your own IP protection. Step 4 is about creating a plan and what you can do to fill the gaps. In step 5, we will discuss some of the ways to implement your plans, which includes creating business relationships with the help of contracts. And lastly, we will discuss the routines to have in place to make sure that your IP is relevant to your business objectives. My name is Lisa, and I am an Innovation Officer at CIPO. I'm also joined by my colleague Girk, who's helping me making this recording a little bit more interactive.
Hi, Lisa, and thanks for having me.
This webinar has 3 goals. After this webinar, you will know how to find the IP that can influence your business. You will know how to make a plan for how to use IP assets, and you will recognize the importance of making IP part of your business. And of course, we'll show you some of the free tools and databases to help you get started creating your own IP strategy. Intellectual property is the result of our creative minds and, based on different studies, can represent over 90% of some companies' value. So be smart about it. We propose a 6-step approach to develop your IP strategy so you have a plan for how to use IP to reach your business goals and stay out of trouble. Many businesses have intellectual property without even realizing it, so start with an internal IP audit. A logo, packaging, slogan, website could become an IP right. Start by creating an IP inventory. To avoid trouble, also make sure you know you own it, since you cannot protect what you don't own. Proceed with an external IP audit. Before you dream big, verify that what you have is really something new and that you have the rights to use whatever things you needed to work. Others' IP rights are only a few clicks away and will cost you nothing to review. Analyze. Make sure your plans and IP protection are heading in the same direction. File for IP protection before you share critical information. Speeches, posters, websites, online videos are all disclosures that could put the success of your application for IP rights at risk. Don't let poor planning or understanding of IP protection ruin your dreams. Create a plan. Have a plan for what IP protection you need, when you need it, where you need it. Implement. Know how to protect and use your IP no matter the situation. Know how to talk about IP online and at events. Say what it does, not how you did it. Use confidentiality agreements and set some rules for what others can say and do with your IP. Finally, reassess and realign your IP strategy to stay on target, because things change. Remember, people usually file for IP rights before their idea is on the market, and IP data is available online for free. Before we start, let's explain to the audience why we're doing this webinar and why we want the audience to be smart about IP.
Sure, IP rights are territorial and managed by IP offices of countries around the world. In Canada, the Canadian Intellectual Property Office, CIPO, is responsible for the administration of most Canadian IP rights. At CIPO, we register and grant IP rights such as trademarks, patents, copyrights, and industrial designs. CIPO is part of the Government Department for Innovation, Science, and Economic Development Canada, and aside from administering IP rights, we also provide a quasi-judicial function for trademarks and patents. We work to raise awareness for the effective use of IP, and our goal is to increase the awareness and effective use of IP by Canadians. To this end, we provide a range of products and services free of charge to help Canadian companies gain a better understanding of the importance of protecting and managing their IP assets.
This webinar is aimed at an audience with a basic understanding of the different types of intellectual property. So if you think you need to learn about the basics of IP, take advantage of our free IP course material at canada.ca/IP-academy. I would recommend that you go to our IP Foundations online learning and open the Discover IP course in our IP Academy section of our website before you learn about IP strategy.